How's everybody? My camera isn't working, unfortunately, but let's talk about some Happy Chaos, right? So here's my Happy Chaos tutorial. So if you have no idea what he does, if you live under a rock, basically Happy Chaos relies on one extremely powerful move that allows him to attack at any time, with the downside of resource management in order to use said move. His kit is fully based around this one move, but I'm here to show you how easy it is to retain said resources and why the move Fire is one of the most powerful moves in the game, because it basically breaks the rules. So let's talk about his normals first, right? His normals are incredibly good, due to the fact that he is lacking a traditional heavy slash. So let's talk about him. 5p, 2p, pretty standard normals. They're fast as normals. I don't know how fast they are. I don't have frame data yet, but they're pretty standard. His jump P goes pretty far, to be honest. Let's talk about the big boys, right? 5k. 5k is really far. So is his 2k. Same thing with his jump K, also very far. His heavy slash, or excuse me, his far slash, goes really far. 2s even farther. Plus slash is pretty standard stuff, nothing crazy. He also has unique normals, so he has 6k, right? 6k, pretty good off of 5k and off of 2k, right? You get a combo, and you're gonna see later with his resource, he could turn this into very good combo potential. He also has jump 2k. Jump 2k is a little weird. It's goes straight down, but it gives you like this hop effect, right? Kind of like Belial, if you ever played Grand Blue. It's kind of weird. I haven't used it that much, but it's okay. He also has 6s, right? 6s is probably his best normal. His normal is insanely good. It combos off of 2k, combos off of 5k, combos off of 5p, combos off of 2p. This normal is going to come into play a lot, and it's very good. He also has 6p. 6p is pretty standard overall. Nothing crazy to note about. So let's talk about... We're going to skip over 5h for a second. I'll talk about his D. His dust, pretty standard. 2D goes a little bit farther than what it perceives. Like his animation is kind of wonky. Like it goes farther than his foot. Quite good. Decent sweep, for sure. His jump D is a little bit interesting. His jump D is like a taco kick if you ever played King of Fighters or Roshi. Right, Roshi has a normal like this too in Dragon Ball. The thing with his normals, you have to be doing it before you cross up, or you're not going to get the hit, right? So he switches sides. So the normal itself kicks from behind. So if you want to get like any sort of combo, you have to kind of do like a deep air dash. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but it is a cross-up normal. It's very easy to do. Oh yeah, I skipped about Jump S too. Jump S, decent normal. It's probably your main IAD normal. Nothing crazy about it, to be honest. Let's talk about H, right? His heavy slash. So 5H pulls out the gun, right? 5H, 2H, and Jump H all pull out the gun. So how does this gun work, right? So the gun, if you pull it out, it has this reticle. If you pull it out, it doesn't exactly lack target onto them immediately. You have to wait a second. So what happens if you press 5H again is that these bullets come out, right? And you see below his resource management goes down, right? If you fire the gun instantly, there is a chance that the bullet will miss, right? So you have to wait a second before the reticle is on them, or it becomes RNG, right? So like if you fire immediately, sometimes it will miss. But after you let the reticle sit for a second, even on the initial pullout, it's kind of RNG. Sometimes it locks onto them immediately. Sometimes it's really far. Sometimes it's really close, right? So like, it's kind of weird. Like the beginning of it is RNG, but don't let that fool you. That move is one of the most powerful moves in the game, and I'll show you why. So for him, right, he gets to use this normal at any point, at any time, almost out of everything, right? So he can do it off of. He can do it off of any normal. Off of any special move. Or almost any special move. This move basically allows you to attack at any time. It is extremely powerful. One of the most powerful moves, in my opinion, right? if you press 2H, right, you get out of gun stance, right? Because during the stance you cannot block, unfortunately, but it's very easy for him to get out of it. The 2H cancel is very instant. You can even do it in the air, so you press 2H in the air, it also pulls it back, which allows you to block again. So if you're mashing 2H, it'll keep pulling the gun in and out, which is not what you want. So be careful if you're mashing 2H. But yeah, that's the basic idea of the resource, right? You can basically attack out of anything, and you can pull the gun out at almost any time, right? So if you're jumping back, you can pull the gun out. Like, there's like no scenario where you can't pull the gun out. Almost any scenario, besides the other stance. But I'll talk about that in a second. So let's talk about other special moves, right? So special move 2d6s, right? Looks very similar to 5H, but he doesn't attack at the beginning of it. Right, so this attack allows you to do some extra combos. It's good off of certain normals like Close Slash or 2D. It leads you into high damage loops, stuff like that, so it's quite good. This also leads to cancels, because the gun has to be put away for you to do the move. If the gun's out, the move will not come out. But if you cancel the move, if you cancel normal into it, into the cancel, right, like the 2H, you can basically pull it out, like almost, not infinitely, but you know. So that's like a way to negate the downside of you have to have the gun pulled back out, because this 2H cancel happens so fast, you basically get the loops off of it. Let's talk about 2d6p. 2d6p is an orb that puts a curse on them. It's called curse. Basically, it gives you super tracking. So it basically tracks the reticle instantaneously. It has no hit stun or anything, but it does bounce on the ground, so it's pretty hard to avoid. And it's also good off of like OTG, right? You get to just put on them OTG. You basically have curse on them. So it's a pretty good move. Useful sometimes. His other move though, 2d6k, is very powerful. This move is crazy good. It creates a double of himself. It does cost a little bit of HP to use. It's hard to tell up top because of my stick reader is in the game is blocking it, but I'll show you an example, right? This is what happens if you hit the attack. The body double takes the hit for you, but the crazy thing is, if you're in front of it, it doesn't matter. The body double will still take the hit, and you just get a full combo. Like, so against like really far normals like 2S Zato or like 5H Nago, you can be in front of the dummy, and it will take the hit, and you have no like repercussion, right? It is an extremely powerful move. It lasts quite a while too. It lasts like almost 7 seconds, or like 6 seconds basically. Yeah, very strong. Let's talk about 214H, right? So 214H, or 214S, excuse me. 214S is his other move for the gun. This dance, right, depletes your resources really fast. You cannot move or block or do anything, but it gives you instant tracking, and the bullets are basically buffed up, right? Do more damage, more hit stun, and on block, the bullets will guard crush. Oops. They are guard crushing bullets, so quite powerful. It's more like a zoning tool because you are basically stationary, but it is quite good. It also comes into play with like some high damage like counter hit combos sometimes, like off of this, right? You can do off a counter hit if I can set it up for you. Counter hit. Counter hit. You can go into super, so yeah, a lot of easy high damage off of counter hit, off of this too, the 2d6s. 214. So let's talk about the resources actually. Let's talk about how do you gain the resources back, right? So the bullets don't come back. The bar does slowly, but how do you regain it quicker? So 214E will allow you to regain the bar fast, right, or faster. So the concentration meter at the bottom will regain if you do 2d6p. This has a lot of recovery on it, so you gotta be careful. But if it's already full, right, you see how that has that aura around it? If it has the aura around it, this will deplete the meter less, right? So I'm able to get all my bullets out and still have like 20% left, compared to me firing the gun. I don't even get all my bullets out. So if you have full and you do focus, your meter will be spent less. Right. This also affects the 2d6s, right? Or 2 and 4s, so you can get more shots out before the bar fully depletes. The other way to regain the resource, right, which is his bullets, because bullets don't come back, is to reload by pressing 2-2p. 2-2p will reload the shot, and after you reload one bullet, right, you can cancel this into any action. So basically, you can cancel the block, cancel the jump. So this becomes almost impossible to punish him reloading one bullet. You can also reload multiple bullets, right? If you just do nothing, it'll reload all the bullets, and it's still really fast, honestly. So yeah, this is very, very powerful. Like if you do 2S off of this, like it's like almost impossible to react to him reloading the gun and being able to block in time. So the bullets, reloading the bullets are way faster than doing focus, right? But you need both resources to use the gun, so you have to maintain them appropriately. Let's talk about supers. So supers, Deus Ex Machina. This super will reload your bullets for you if you have no bullets, or like if you're missing one, it will reload the bullets for you. And it hits anywhere on the screen, right? So if you're up close, if you're really far, if they're behind you, it will hit almost anywhere, or pretty much anywhere, right? So this is basically his damage super. His other super, which is super focus, it gains your concentration back instantly, and it puts you back into the state where you use less resources. And it is so fast, off of certain normals, like you become plus. So doing full slash super focus into full slash again is plus. So yeah, this is also instant, right? You can't really punish this. You just gain the bar for free. So if you're really down bad on concentration, you can do super focus to gain it back instantly, and also have extra for more shots. So that's his normals, his special moves, his supers. Let's talk about game plan, right? So why do I think he's insane, right? This move, 5H, breaks the rules of the game in many ways, right? Two main ways is he gets to take his turn back in ways that no other character can, and he can convert off of other things that no other character can. So for example, right, if I do 5D, normally this is punishable, right? I just get punished. But because he can do this move out of anything, I turned 5D into a plus overhead, right? Or like off of any other stuff too, right? So like I do like basically anything that would be unsafe for him would become safe because he has bullets. If he has bullets in concentration, he can fire the gun and become safe, right? So he gets to take his turn back in so many ways. It is crazy, right? And you have to also like be fearful of the gun at all times because you can just whip it out at any time, right? It's so fast. And the other thing is he gets to convert off of things that other characters can't do. So for example, he has to do something like this. Right? Off of 5p off of 2p mid screen, he gets to break the wall. Right? This is off of there's like you can do this off of other normals too, right? You can do it from corner to corner. Like his conversion ability is insane if he has resources, right? It all depends if he has the resources. And because he gets to convert off of crazy stuff like this, he has more time to use the meter for supers, right? To use for super focus, to use it for Deus Ex Machina. So this is like, and to gain, let's say you're out of resources, right? He can just do 6S. If he converts off of anything into 6S, he can just do focus. He can just do reload, and you have no way to retaliate, right? Because the 6S sends you so far. He gets to just reload for free, right? Or just do focus for free. Or do super focus if you want, right? So, yeah, this character breaks the rules in a lot of ways. I think he's insanely powerful, right? It probably will take a little bit of time to learn him. He's not the easiest character, but he definitely is not the hardest, right? His reward off of so many things is incredible. And he just creates situations that no other character can with very little effort. So, yeah, that's my basic tutorial for Cabby Chaos. I think he's an insanely powerful character. I'm definitely going to be investing a lot of time into him. And he's mad fun, I think. He definitely is unlike any other character in the game. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully you learned something. I'll see you guys later.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。